On action.
This project was supposed to get us clients. We planned it for weeks, built a crew, and shot it like a real commercial. And in the end, nothing happened. And that was basically our mistake. If you want to see the whole commercial, stick to the end of the video. At that time, I was trying to move more into commercial work. Not just small projects, but real productions, real clients. And everywhere I looked, people were saying the same thing. You need spec projects. Show what you can do, prove your level, and then clients will come. And this made total sense to me. Because I was pitching ideas, treatments, concepts, and visuals, clients would say, this is great, we love it, but then nothing happened. And honestly, I get why. My ideas were there, but my portfolio didn't reflect that level of work yet. From the outside, there was no proof that I could actually deliver what I was promising. So I didn't want to wait for the perfect opportunity anymore. I wanted to create it. The idea was simple. If no brand hires you to shoot something great, you shoot it anyway. And that's how this project started.
Und aufstehen. Und losgehen. Okay, seid ihr bereit? Die Kamera läuft. Action. 3, 2, 1 und...
Around the time I started thinking a lot about social media. Not just a place to post the finished work, but as a place where commercials actually live now. Short, fast, shareable, made to stop your thumb. I didn't want to copy anyone. I just wanted to take the format seriously. What would it look like if you treat a social media commercial the same way a production company would treat a TV spot? Real crew, real lighting department, an area Alexa, actor, location, art department, and script. Not a phone and not a one-man band setup, a real production. The goal was simple. Create something that looks expensive, feels modern, and proves the level we can actually work on. Attention, visibility, and hopefully jobs. Once the idea was clear, we treated it like a real job. We looked at a lot of social media commercials, the ones that actually work, the ones that people share, not for inspiration, but for understanding the format, the rhythm, pacing, and the language. Then we moved into pre-production. We planned everything in detail, storyboards, script, shot list, mood boards, and logistics, all in one place. It wasn't about being fancy, it was about being precise. Because the better you prepare a project, the less you have to fix it later. And the closer the final film gets to what you imagined, that's how real client work functions. And that's what we wanted to practice. At some point, the project stopped being an idea and started becoming a production. My friend Alex came on board as a director of photography, and through his network, the whole crew came together. We had a first AC, a whole lighting department, grip, and rental. People who do this professionally every day. We had access to real equipment, not because we needed it, but because we wanted to work the way productions actually work. I took care of the location, wardrobe, and casting. I wrote a script, planned the scenes, and blocked shots. Alex focused on the image, and I focused on the story. At that point, it didn't feel like a spec project anymore. It felt like a real job. After the shoot, we could have stopped there. We already had the images, but we didn't want to almost feel it professional. We wanted to finish it like a real commercial. So we brought in more people, a professional colorist and a sound designer.
Life has its own rhythm. Sometimes you're in sync. Sometimes not. And sometimes that's a good thing. Spec Pop. Because the universe is on your side.
At the end, it was a complete production. Crew, shoot, post-production, finish it. At least technically. When the film was finished, we were obviously proud. So we released it and nothing happened. The video got shared, people commented, even people from the industry, directors, cinematographers, production people I respect. They started following me, wrote nice things, but no one hired us. No emails, no calls, no clients, just silence. For a long time I thought the project wasn't good enough, but that wasn't the problem. The film worked. The problem was this. We made a project without a destination. No client, no brand, no industry. Just floating in the internet. And maybe that's the truth about spec projects. If you don't design them for someone, they just aren't. And brands don't hire art, they hire solutions. Another mistake, I thought quality alone would be enough, but people don't hire what they randomly discover. They hire what fits their problem. Our project showed what we can do, but not who it is for. I think spec projects are not about showing how good you are, they are about showing who you are useful for. It's less, look what I can do, it's, this is what I can do for you. Next time I will start with a brand. Study how they communicate, what they sell, and who they talk to. Then design a project for them. Not to ask for a job, but to start a conversation. One more thing. This channel isn't about perfect success stories, it's about the process. The doubts, the wrong turns. Commercial filmmaking looks glamorous, but most of the time it's just problem solving, like everything in filmmaking, and trying it again. That's what I want to document. The next spec project won't be random. It will be intentional, designed for someone, and with a purpose. I want to document the whole process from research, concept, production to release. If you're building your own projects, maybe this helps. And if you have a brand in mind, tell me in the comments. This time I want to do it right. See you soon.